we could do that. So look, we want to thank everybody for getting here. Thank Lonnie. I'm gonna want to say Mr. Ray Main, the main man, and Miss Patricia and Minister B for getting here. You know, and we was just talking about the situation, contacting a lot of people, and then only the few people show up. The ones that really want to come together. And like I said on the little recording, I don't know if you guys got to see it, but being in a meeting of the like-minded, like-spirited people, something always positive happens when you come in. And you know, you guys, $25 Legacy in itself is a great program, and I say that because Ramon and I put it together, because you know we only do great things. But anyway, but it's not about $25 Legacy, and it's not about these other programs. It's not about all the tools. And I know, being a tool salesman, that I'm probably shooting myself in the foot. But at the end of the day, it's about your team and about people coming together, getting on the same mindset, you know, getting behind the movement. And the movement that we're talking about today, you know, is our $25 Legacy and people failing in business. But before I get into those points, like I said, I want to make this a time where we all plug in and add our voice to the mixtape, to the recording, where you guys all get an opportunity to say what it is. Some announcements. You guys know that we had some issues with PayPal, but that stuff is resolved. So if you are having new people upgraded into the system, it's all green. It's all gravy now. When they come in, they can actually access the system and fall in as an updated, activated member. Before, we had to do everything manually because we had a lot of people from Brazil and that were coming in, and we was getting a lot of trouble tickets. So we've resolved that situation. Updates, the tools are still on hold, the new tools, the new webinar room. As you guys can see, we're still in the old webinar room, which is still not a bad thing, because look, I'm liking it. I'm working it, so you guys can still do the same thing. Take advantage of what you have. Don't worry about what you don't have. The webinar room, the clickable image tool, they still haven't met to our specifications and what we like and what we want. We're not going to just put out anything, so we send it back to the drawing board. We're still looking to bring those things into play, but right now it isn't at $25 Legacy caliber or quality. So those are pretty much the basics. Ramon's still off on vacation a little bit. You can't really vacate when you got a business. You know, this is a 24-hour-a-day, 7-day week. When your business depends on people, then you have to be available. You have to keep the ship rolling. So right now, I came back and I didn't want to sit idle to the 11th. And this is the reason why Focus Fridays, our daily connections, I told myself from 1 to 2 o'clock that we're going to come together and just talk about some things. And so yesterday and the day before, the top subject was the free membership, the value of the free membership. And I opened up a few people's eyes to what was going on, because I don't think that until I logged into the free side and saw what was available, then I didn't understand the power of the free. But I understood from my mentor a long time ago was, hey, there's a lot of power in offering something for free. A lot of power in offering something for free. You get to diffuse the situation. You get to be able to connect to that person, because like they always say, it's more blessed to give than to receive. And with this type of program, I said, what do we have that we can actually give? Of course, you guys, you know, we have the response magic that you can actually give people, the auto poster, and you know, we have the downloadable ebook, which that is great. But getting more eyes on the prize, getting people into our system, we have the My site and the My banners, access to $25 legacies. Did you guys know that?
Not till yesterday.
Okay, exactly. Not till yesterday. They have access to make banners, customize for themselves. They have access to build 3 My sites at no charge. So what I had posed to everybody was to start contacting other people that you saw that was in business and offer them the value, the product. Just offer it to them, and then tell them that you'll be willing to help them set it up. You'll be willing to actually go through it with them and get them set up and get them started right away. So that was the object of the free, and I'm not gonna dwell on that too much today. I just want to make sure you guys understand. Minister B, you understand what we're talking about right there?
Yeah.
Okay. Lonnie, I know you do because you was here yesterday. Miss Pat, what do you think about that, the free side of the membership?
I think you told me about it yesterday.
Okay. So everybody's pretty much up to speed on that. Now, the second point that I wanted to really bring in and put on the table today, we've talked about this a few times, but the focus was, why do you think people are really failing in network marketing multi-level? We stating the problems and stating the solutions. Now, we've covered this a few times, so I'm sure that you guys can help me out where I don't have to give all the problems, or I can't really probably give you all the problems, but the top few ones that we know. Does anybody out there, if you can write it in the chat box over there, tell me, what do you think is the problem? One, two, three, four. A few people here. I should see at least about 5 answers. No follow through. Was he? He must have been watching my cheat sheet. Anybody else? Give me about 2 or 3 more. No follow through. Come on, guys. People just are new to. Who's that, Lonnie? Lonnie, what do you said? People are new to the field altogether. Okay.
Yeah, people are just new to the field altogether. They're coming to this thinking that, like Ray is saying, like they're buying a lottery ticket and they're gonna just make money and have no clue as to how to talk to people, develop a relationship, market a product, be self-learners. I mean, the list goes on with what we learned, and then we know we can make it with what we are as a person in doing this kind of business.
Exactly. No real expectation. And one thing is not taking action. Most people come in and they never take action. One thing that was really successful for us with $25 Legacy was the first 30 days we took massive action. And yesterday, appreciate that, Minister B. You guys keep on throwing those things in there, and I'm just going to talk about a little bit. Yesterday, I was talking to a leader. He was trying to get me to sign up with Skinny Body Care, and I told him to call me. I wanted to hear his real reason for him thinking that I really want to do Skinny Body Care, which I don't have anything against it. Did it a long time ago. I just don't see the value of it now. But he was telling me they revamped their system. They got a new type of way they do things, which is all good and all that. But in the middle of a conversation, I still got a nugget, as Ray would say. And he was talking about the escalator movement of network marketing. And I asked him, I said, what do you mean by that? He said, well, sometimes if you trying to get on the escalator and it has that motion to where if you get on and you just sit in one place, it just keeps dropping. You get further and further and further away from your goal, if you guys can imagine. But if you take a few marginal steps, you'll start to move up and you'll start to get close. But time you stop, you start falling right back down. So you figure out the pace, you figure out how it's working, and you say, well, you know what? I'm going to start picking up my pace. I'm going to start going out here and taking action. I'm going out here and I'm going to really do this thing. Then you start to see the momentum. As long as you keep stepping forward, you keep moving closer and closer to your goal, to success. Now, when you see how this thing is moving, what happens with leaders and what happens with people that that are really successful at this network marketing thing is they get on that thing and they run to the top. They don't mess around. They don't stay in one place. They don't dilly-dally. They go get it. And they say within the first 60, 30 to 90 days, you build majority of your business, whatever you're doing. And you only can do that if you take massive action. And I think that most people, it's not education, because if you get the education and you don't take action, then it's just really education. That's all it is.
Amen.
We've been getting this good stuff for a long time now. But as Ray can testify, he says it's still most of it he don't even do. You can see say, but if you don't see, they don't. This is the same in the secular business or church. So how do you implement the vision in the people? You know what?
I didn't know whether that's deep enough or not.
You know what? I don't think you can implement the vision in the people.
Implant.
Oh.
How do you place that in people?
I think they have to have it.
Either they do or they don't.
I think they have to have it. The only difference is when you get up against a mentor or a teacher, all they're doing is reaching deep inside of you and bringing it out. See what I'm saying? Leaders, you're a leader already, but they help cultivate the leader in you. Lonnie said, this is why we are learning to be leaders. And like I said, I'm like only 20% into learning to be a leader. It has to be a desire with you. You don't have to know all the nuances of being a leader, but it has to be a desire in you that is not taught to you. It has to be, it's something that's brought out through, being around it and massaging it and cultivating it, but it's already in you. From my belief, they have to have a strong enough why. Exactly. The fire in the belly. Yep, exactly. And some people, no matter how much teaching and training, and hey, I was in basic training, and I had a guy that was going through the same stuff I was in, and when the drill sergeant put him on the front leading rest, he said, "Would you quit on your mama?" He said, "Yes, drill sergeant." He didn't have enough desire. He didn't have a why strong enough. He said, "Would you quit on your daddy?" He said, "Yes, drill sergeant." He said, "Do you want to go home right now?" He said, "Yes, drill sergeant." When I was on that 10-mile run and I wanted to give up and I seen this little girl pass me by on the hill, that was my motivation to say, "Sam, you can't quit. You got to dig deep inside you and find that I'm not going to let her beat me. I'm not going to let them see me quit." That was already in me. I had to tap into it. That's why I said it's not something. If you're learning, you're going to continue to be learning, and you'll never get anywhere. You're overeducated because you're always learning. You have to take action. You don't even have to know all the in-betweens of it. You just got to, like Nike, I know you hear it all the time. Just do it. Put one foot in front of the other. Hey, wait, that Christmas time when Frosty the Snowman said you'll be walking out the door, you got to just keep putting one foot in front of the other. And like I said, escalator, keep moving, keep pressing, keep grinding towards whatever it is you desire in this business and to this opportunity, this thing out here. That is, and like I said, that's one of the problems. And leadership, having true people supporting you, having those people in a program supporting you. And those are the things that if most people had those things, they can actually become more successful. A lot of these issues in network marketing is who said, somebody said, where was it? So, did anybody say focus? Nobody said focus. Focus. Staying, drifting, not staying on path to one thing. You can't build several different baskets at one time. You can establish one basket and then go to and then bring in other baskets. There's nothing wrong with having multiple streams of income, but if you ain't established one positive dollar, and every time someone says, well, you can make $100 over here, then you over here. Every time someone said, well, you can make 1,000 over here, then you over here. And I know there's a Bible verse about having a confused mind, being into, going double-minded. Okay. So
unstable in all his ways.
You gotta guard your mind, guard your heart with a lot of stuff. Leadership is important, but persons also need to see that the system is duplicatable. Yep. The duplicatable system. And one system that pretty much is duplicatable is developing relationships. That is probably the heart, soul of this thing we call network multi-level marketing, is relationships. More relationships. If you are that person that don't want to talk to people and you want to stay into your corner, then you're not going to be able to build the teams. You're not going to be able to. Now, you might find a person, and that's the great thing about network marketing. You might find a person and get them in your business, and they be more of a people's person. That's the reason why network marketing is great, because I don't have to have all the knowledge or the resources at my fingertips. I just need to make sure that I'm connected to the right people. And with the right people, they can get me into areas like, I can't spell, but I got Miss Pat that helps me spell. And, I don't like to train a lot, but I do train, but it's not my passion. But Ramon likes to train. It's his passion. That's what he likes to do. If he wasn't making any money, he would still be training. That's his thing. And, we have other people, and being able to recognize talent and being able to facilitate people in their talents, just like you do in the church or anything like that, in the school and all those different things, is being able to facilitate those people in their talents. So those are the things that we always are looking to do. Let me see. Accountability. Nobody is responsible for your success but you. And like I said before, you have to desire it. It has to be something in you that you really want. And that's where it comes to that why Miss Pat is talking about, and that belly and that fire in your belly. It has to be something that drives you. And nobody else is going to do it. Nobody told me to get here on every day at 1 and 2 o'clock to try to talk to people and try to help some people. Like I said, it just amazes me where you can send out 4,000 or 5,000 emails, and you can go into a group and you can post 2 or 3 times a day, and then you only get the same pretty much people. So my thing is, I don't really worry about how many people get here. If we continue to build one at a time, one person at a time, changing minds, change the way you think, change the way you earn, somebody is going to catch on to this thing, and they're going to attract the right people. I snuck into a live hangout between John and Aaron. Aaron Barbie, and these guys was talking and taking it to another level. And he was testifying about people with felonies. This is not just a money making opportunity. This is a mission. This right here is a ministry of being able to help people out of their situations. And that's the reason why I ended up in network marketing, because I went to some church leaders when I was down, and they said they'll pray for me. They said they didn't really extend no help. They didn't have no way to show me no programs. But they would let all the old people, they would let all the ladies and anybody else get money with no question. But because I was a young guy and I looked like I had a little bit, you don't know what's on the inside. All you see is what's on the outside, and you're making judgment. And that's the way America is, and corporate America and the business world is. You should be able to go out here and get a job. Well, you can't. And you can't wait for someone to give anything to you. You have to go and create it. And that's the reason why entrepreneurship, network marketing, and multi-level marketing is so important. And that's the reason why Eric Worre says that he has a mission to tell people that this is the way. And I really believe, and that's the reason why I came to network marketing, is because I knew a lot of people that had felonies, that have been the least of these and couldn't get no opportunities. Well, they don't ask you that over here. The sky's the limit. I told the lady, she said, look, I want my $25 back. I can't really afford to pay it. I said, we'll send you your $25 back. That's not a problem. I said, but if you get that $25 back, is it going to help you eat for the rest of this month? Is it going to help you eat for the next year? If you really desire changing your situation, it's not going to give you a new job. It's not going to do anything for you. But if you really want to change your outcome right now, all we have to do is how much you want to make $100, $200. Let's go put 10 people in. Let's go get 20 people. We could do it in 30 days. That's 5 people a week. In 7 days, that's 2 to 3 people or 1 to 2 people every day that we could talk to, and let's put them in the business to generate you a residual check that you don't have to beg nobody for. But her situation and her pain was just that much greater. She said, nah, I really want to stay, but I need my $25. So I talked to Ramon. We sent her $25 back, but we still put her in the business. But guess what? She didn't do anything. So her why was big enough, but her action wasn't strong enough. And that's the reason why people are failing. It's not because of the programs. It's not because of the compensation plan. It's themselves or holding themselves back, not taking action, sitting around waiting for someone to give them something, just like they've been programmed in the 40/40 club or the retirement club that they came from. So, that's right. Real talk. Give it to me. That's what I'm talking about. So we got Caleb on here. Thank you for getting here, Caleb, John, Miss Patricia, Ray, Lonnie. Now, we talked about a few things, and I gave you the problems. We talked about the solutions. I want you guys to come in here and add on to what I'm saying or what we're talking about today. We ain't going to hold this too much longer. We got 30 more minutes, and we want to get to some other things, like not just the large scope of problems, but I see you guys here, and I know you guys ain't, bringing in $2,000 a month. What can we do to help you? What do you think is happening in your business to date? And let's come up with some solutions or some things that we can work towards that could get you in, moving towards. Because like I said, this program is set up for you to be able to use it and get to where you need to go. It really is. But we have to work together. So if we work together, I know a lot of people, and I tell it all the time, if you only have 1 or 2 people and you're making $100, $200, $300, $400, $1,000, then yeah, you're doing good, but you're not doing your part. It's network marketing. So you didn't fill in the net and you ain't doing no work. So really, you're robbing the system. You're just riding and coasting. So if everybody is riding and coasting, that's the reason why there's stagnation overall. When everybody should be growing, especially the people that's been in here for 2 to 3 months. Those people should be really seeing a change. And I know it was because most of the people that started didn't come for the right reasons. But if you got more than 1 or 2 people in your back office, then you have a foundation to build on. You have a foundation to build on. If you don't know those 1 or 2 people and you're not connecting with them and you're not saying, hey, let's partner up, Let's work together. And I see Aaron and John, they work together every day. And then he has a couple more people that work with him every day. You're not going to be able to get to where you need to go until you build a team. This is not an individual sport. This is not golf. This is not tennis. This is network marketing. That means your net. If your net only got 2 links in it, how are you going to go scoop up the fish? I'm just talking plain English, as Ray said. You got to add some stitches to that net. When me and Ramon first started this thing, we had 20 pieces to our net. We then went into 50 pieces to our net. Then we went to 200 pieces to our net. Then we were at about 8,000 people to our net. What I say all the time is, what's the difference between me and you? I want it worse than you do. I want to help more people than you do. That's the reason. And that's the reason why it's going to yield me more money than you. Because I continue to give as much as I can possibly give. If it don't kill me, I'm going to continue to do it. So that's the reason why. Get your net up. If you got more than 1 or 2 people, start connecting and building real relationships. Find your arranger buddy. Someone who wants to go out here and fight with you. You can get plenty of people that want to join you to make money. But find you some people that really want to come to get together with you and start teaching people. And whatever you learn, start teaching it. Not waiting a week to teach it. The same day. When you get off these calls, if it's something that you heard that inspired you, that you thought could inspire somebody else, then go regurgitate it. Absorb it and regurgitate it. I don't know if that's a good word or a bad word. But anyway, put it out there. And I guarantee you, you'll start to get the results. Get on YouTube and talk about whatever. Because people will see you. And if you're scared to show your face, you can put a nice little pretty backdrop right there and put your voice on. There's no excuse. No excuse. Put your voice out there. You know, you guys know, I don't know, I'm not old enough, but there was radio when people didn't see people, but they knew people's voices. Paul Harvey, you know the rest of the story, and all these other people that they listen to all the time. Your voice. Just put your voice out there. You don't have to put your picture out there. Put your logo out there. Wherever they see that thing, they keep seeing this logo. Who is it? It was this. Do something. But don't sit back idle and don't take advantage of Facebook, YouTube, and all these other places where you got free real estate to continue to grow your business. And once you get that real estate out there, it never comes down. That can be a bad thing, but it can be a good thing because it's your space. So anyway, I done my 30 minutes, so I'm good. I want to open up for you guys. You guys, like I said, we done pretty much killed this right here. Thank you guys for helping me out, putting content to this thing and really talking about this. This is something that's close to Aaron's heart. So I'm going to ask Aaron to come on and give us a little of his insight, if he's there, about what we're talking about, the why. You know, people think why they're failing, why the solutions, what we talked about. I don't know if you got everything, what we were talking about, but I know from listening to you and some of the stuff you talk about, you're in the same area. And this is a big issue. And that's the reason why we created $25 Legacy, is because, and the reason why you get 2 people to put you in a positive traction is because we understood the plight of a marketer. They can't go get more than 1 to 2 people. We know this. So why does the company say you need to get 5? Why do they say you need to get 3? Why do you have to get 15 to 20 before you break even? Because it's been set up for you to fail and for the company to make money. That's why. Our program gives you success in that first matrix that's set up for you to succeed and to get you positive traction. Now you can tighten your belt up, pull your belly up, stick your chest out, and now you can talk something because you're making money. People listen different when you're making money. And that's what me and Ramon want to give you guys. So if you're not taking advantage of it, and you're not teaching your people and getting them to that plateau, then you're not moving. And that's the reason why you're not getting to these other matrices. But we have resolved that issue. You guys, the updates, piggyback on the updates. The updates is you can put that person over there. Now, we've been having some technical issues, and I have to go back to that, revisit that to make sure that it is working properly like it should. Growing pains. We change things, and then we have to keep tweaking and tuning it because our ideas and the way it actually works is two different things. But if it works like it's supposed to, you're going to have more people falling into that $65 area and coming to the future, to the present. And now your money is going to start stacking up even faster because it's a separation between the first matrix and the second matrix. Most of those people that's in the first matrix are just tire kickers. And I didn't know what that term was. I used to hear Charles Fouche say it all the time when he talk about his stuff. He's from Las Vegas. Hey, these tire kickers out here, man. I'm like, what is a tire kicker? I don't know what that is. Because, offline lingo and online lingo was a little bit different, so it took me a while to start catching on to this stuff. But when I discovered what it was a real situation. There are people that just come to look, just come to see, and they're not really trying. They're trying to break down and tear down. I done seen plenty of review videos about $25 Legacy on the free side, and they never even seen the paid side. And they said that we don't really offer no social tools. They don't see we don't offer no social tools, they said. I'm like, how's that? But it's because we're not letting them have access to it as a free person. Then they tear the whole house down. But you got to deal with the pains and the pleasures as well. So, we take our blows and we keep going. So I'm not going to let that stop us. But I hear a lot of negative stuff. That's not true about our program. So, if you guys are hearing it and you're seeing it, I know how it's affecting you guys. So don't let it deter you. That's all it is a roadblock, a situation trying to keep you from getting to your destination. Who was it? It was what's the pastor's name? What is his name? Heavyset guy, be on TV all the time, from Texas, the Potter's House. Famous, you guys know him. T.D. Jakes wrote the book Reposition Yourself. And that was a great book. When he's talking about when you see your destination, your target, you want to make sure sometimes you're not lined up correctly. You're going to always get knocked off, just like your sights. But you want to zero in and keep your eyes on the prize. Don't let nothing deter you from getting to where you have to be that passionate. And the only way you can do that is you got to have a higher belief in what you have. And that comes to the value point of knowing what you have in $25 Legacy. For the free side, if you don't know, you need to ask somebody. There's a lot of value on the free side that Ray and I discovered these last couple of days. And I know Aaron don't like talking about the free, but still, there's a lot of value in the pay side. And Ramon and I are going to we're going to stack that thing so high that it's going to be crazy. Even with the $65, I'm working on the library for the training library, and we're going to really get into some nitty-gritty training. And if that's going to be a part of the $65 that you have access to the training and you have access to the academy where you can actually go and take modules and go in there and get the training on social media, blogging, and all those different things. We've talked about it, and we haven't stopped moving towards getting it done. But like I said, we're only a 3-month-old company, and we have a lot of stuff to do, and we're waiting for the leaders to come forth. Because me and Ramon, we only can build it. We built the foundation, but we need other people helping us to build the house, the whole entire structure. And that's what we're waiting on. You can't, like I told you guys, we can't build leaders, really. They have to be massaged. They have to be, I guess, motivated, moved, but it's already there. It's already there. I see a few, but I don't approach them. I let it happen naturally. I know some ladies that, they're in our little organization, really, really great leaders in their own right, but they just haven't got their faith yet with what they're doing and knowing what $25 legacy, what treasure that we have in our community and being with each other. So anyway, like I said 8 minutes ago, I done did my 30 minutes. So Aaron, if you're still there and you didn't fall asleep, just let us know, what you're thinking about this 97%, because I haven't heard you mention it in the last couple of days. And it's kind of like that was the reason it stuck home with me last night. And today I just wanted to talk about a few points on that. And I asked them when they first came in, and they helped me with some material on that. But are you there?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm just like you guys, right? From the heart, I want to help people out no matter what. Okay? And so that's the base of wanting to keep people up. The reason why there's a 97% failure rate because we don't have that many people with that same type of heart, okay, that's doing it. All right, like we like people will they do want to help people out, but for the most part they're being molded into gurus. And so what gurus do is they fill their pockets up at the expense of others. What? Okay? They might build trainings for you. They might smile in your face. But at the end of the day, if you ain't moving along with them, okay, oh well. All right? But they got you in their capturing system. They're going to make sure at the end of the month, okay, that email is going to say, hey, pay your bills, guys. It's that time, pay your bills. They ain't even working the system no more. Never really even was. They just came in for the money. They knew that you was going to follow them. That's not hard work when you already have something built up. And you know people, you say, hey, there's some money, there's some gold at the bottom of the river right there. All you got to do is jump off of this bridge here. And there's some gold down there, I promise you. You know me. You seen me. They're going to do it. Hands down, they're going to do it. So they're going to follow you. And what's not happening is, like, what you said to me earlier right now when I got on makes so much sense. Because I've heard that too, right? That average of, the average person can only recruit 2 people, which is a weird number to me, man. How can you recruit 2 people only? Like, that's insane. That's because it's not duplicating from the top. You know what I'm saying? And I see our matrix. This is what touched me right now. I see our matrix. The first one is a 3x3. And the way that we're working these days, I see why that's so important to have it a 3x3. And I encourage people to go and just talk to one person and then talk to another person and talk to another person before you sign anybody up, and find your 3 out of those people that you talk to. That way you can place 3 strong players there at the top, and you can work with them only, okay? And once they go through their people and they find their 3, then, I would branch out and be like, okay, you guys got your 3, you're ready to go. All right, I can go and try and get 1 more person or 3 more people now, okay, and create some spillover for you as well. And then now you have your team built up solid, instead of recruiting by the masses. That's why when I made that ad last weekend, and it's literally still being hit. That's stupid. I've never seen this before. Jermaine, he's still getting hit up on his post from a week ago, and John and everybody. That's crazy. Miss Lisa, she don't even have her laptop. She's working on some devices, some instruments that she can't even really work, and she's getting hit up ridiculously. And she's coming to the trainings and she's learning. And what I've seen, this is why I was talking about post for a partner. Okay, these posts were getting anywhere from 10 to 50 hits per post. Okay, and if you post for a partner, basically with all those many people, there's not one person that can handle all of that. I'm sorry. Why not give it up? We're all on the same team. So if we come in there as a team and start collecting people from these posts, number one, that shows some different stuff. The internet's never seen that before. Nobody's doing that. Okay? That's going to eliminate a lot of questions on what our company is all about, because they're seeing what our company is all about. Right? And I'm going to be doing like a little bit more fine tuning on that. And if you guys can, put in your 2 cents on that and help us out, and really, if we can really get that type of thing going, that would just show us as who we are. We're different. We're set apart from everybody else. That is the main issue with the internet. People are following finally the guru talk, and they're not sitting there and learning anything.
Leading sheep to the slaughter.
Yes.
Yeah. And when I first got online, I was in that pattern as well. And that's the reason why we just got to the point where we said, enough is enough. We're going to start, cultivating people and helping the misfits, the orphans, the ones that's getting left behind. That comes with a price too, because, they're not the ones that are building these massive organizations. You're going to have to take time out and, teach stuff that, gives very little movement, because there's, they're just getting started. But that's it. Being able to really help a bunch of people. This is the ad that Aaron's talking about. I don't know if you guys could see it. Hopefully you can. 5,000 friends. When I first saw this, I wanted to know, what are these guys doing? At first I didn't know they were talking about $25 Legacy, but I saw how massively it was going across the internet in different groups and different channels. And I'm seeing all these people tagging and supporting each other and doing. I said, hey, I need to know what they're doing, what's going on. And I think, and I say it all the time, if we have a group of about 2,000 people in our group, and when anybody puts a picture, a person in, and we say, welcome to the team. Now, I don't want you guys to stop doing it, because it's good. It shows that person that they're overwhelmed. They're like blown away that they get comments and they get likes. But it's in a closed group. It's not like it's going to be ranked at the top of any type of group where other people is going to get eyes on the prize. So we don't support the hashtag. For show of hands that's on here right now, do you follow $25 Legacy hashtag? Do you take 30 minutes out of your day or your morning, go into your search engine on Facebook, type in hashtag $25 Legacy, and go in there and see who used that and leave a comment and leave a like? I'm going to tell you, your like has a little bit of weight. Your comment has a lot of weight. So everybody's liking. He said, separate yourself, show yourself different. Your leadership is determined on your comment. Your leadership is determined on your comment. 9 times out of 10, or maybe 7 out of 10, I'll give it that. If you see me, I will comment. I don't care what it is. If a lady says, posts up on her baby, I say, ooh, that's a cute baby. That looks like my grandson. I don't just like her picture. I give her a comment. Why? Because you give, you shall receive. They come back and they recognize love. It's called Show Some Love Ministry. You go out here, you show some love to people, and they show you some love. When you follow that hashtag, every time I miss all the stuff that Miss Pat is doing, I miss the stuff that Ray is doing, I might not know what group they're posting in, but if I click that hashtag, I will spend 30 minutes, I get at least 20, 30 people knocked out. And then the next morning, 20, 30 people knocked out. So it shows me and say, well, San, he's always commenting and liking my stuff. Guess what I'm going to do when I see San's stuff? It's not rocket science, brothers and sisters. It's called action and activity, showing your fellow man some respect, and he reciprocates the same thing. If you do that stuff, trust me, you'll get what you want just by giving the free. Hey man, I see you doing your business. I have a free My Site that's going to help you build your own site. You know, if you're interested in your own site, go ahead and here it is. If you don't want to use it, give it to somebody else. That's the only catch-22 with this, is you're required to give it to somebody else. And if you'll do that, you'll start generating leads. You'll get more eyes on your prize. More people start joining you instead of you going around begging people, hey, join this, click that link, sign up on that. This is my business. You diffuse everything when you give it. The man who masters the free masters the money. The free. Helping people, free service. Look, I see, do you have a fan page? No, I don't. I like your business. I'm really tight. What I think you should do is go ahead and get your fan page. You ever thought about that? Yeah, but I don't know how to do it. I have a webinar room. We can get on and I'll show you how to do it. Show them. Guess what? You built a loyal friend. When you go on the internet, when they see your link coming across, they taking a look at it because of your service. Not because of you're so great and you're so sharp and you got the best thing going on since chocolate milk. It's because of your service. And when you figure that out, then you will grow even faster in this business. Put out more service, help more people. Don't just do one person at a time. Talk to 10 people. Hey, I got a webinar room. Anybody that wants to come on and talk, let's just talk. Let's just get to know each other. We've been Facebook friends forever and we don't talk. Let's just meet and greet each other. What do? Tell me more about it. How do you market online? So tell me, in the course of a day, what do you really do as far as advertising your business? Make them talk to you. Because if they talk to you, they will give you what you need to pitch them. You earn the right. If we're not connected and we don't have no relationship, you can't really tell me nothing about nothing. You can give me something and I might take that. But really, I'm not going to buy nothing from you, and I don't really want to do a lot of stuff because I don't really know you. You have to show yourself friendly. And like I said, just by helping people and doing things that they like and positioning their business and their situation with the tools that we have, you can get in places that you probably couldn't get with your main business. And then at the end of the day, it's like reverse psychology. Now they want to know, what else do you do? How else are you making money? I know this is free, but how else are you making money? And they want to know this. And that's when you get people. But look, the bottom line with this, and like I said, I keep talking and it keeps coming out even worse. You just got to continue to build and help people. And if you really want it, you got to continue to grow and go for it. It's not going to come easy. It's a period of time. It's just like anything else. You can't put a cake in the oven. Excuse me, guy. I got a cold for some reason, summer cold, whatever kind of cold. You can't put a cake in the oven and pull it out in 5 minutes and think it's going to be a fully edible, good, beautiful cake. It's the same with your business. Yes, network marketing does compound time frames, but in all reality, nobody is making a retirement income for life in 2 to 3 months, in 30 days. If you are believing this stuff that people are telling you, then you're going to believe that you're going to go out tonight and buy this ticket for 500 and something million, and you're going to hit it. Anybody that you talk to that have been out here that's really doing it has put in 2 to 3 years plus into whatever their craft is, mastering people. So anyway, Caleb, he doesn't have, I think I pronounced that right. He only has a speaker. Minister B, thank you guys. Aaron, thank you for that comment. John, I don't even want to bring you on, John, because you might make me cry or something. Miss Patricia, we just want to get your voice on here today. Miss Pat, what do you think about what we've been talking about today before we get up out of here?
Saying.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I apologize. I'm a little bit distracted. My grandson is with me.
Oh, no problem.
So we have a few things going on, but I'm in agreement with you regarding much of what you've said, relationship building. I would like to know a little bit more about Aaron's activity so that I might plug in. So when and what do I do, Aaron, to help promote this 5,000 friends that will help us earn $50,000? Can you help me with that one?
Yeah, he could help you. For recording purposes, I'm getting ready. Yeah, I'm recording. I think it's been an hour right now, but we're gonna get Aaron. He's put out a couple of videos, but we're gonna get Aaron to come in, and we're gonna really get in detail with that, Miss Pat. So stick a pin in that. We're gonna rest this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, and Monday we're gonna go back at it again, and that'll be the first thing that we come in and do. Hopefully Aaron will be available Monday at 1 o'clock, and he'll come in and we'll go ahead and get into detail with that, because like I said, I think it'll be a valuable thing as well for us. If anybody else, we got about 5 more minutes. And
yeah, can I say something?
Yeah, I said I was gonna save the best for last. Go ahead.
Yes, I'm really so excited, man. I just want to let everyone know the videos that I have made, that was a fear, seriously. And Aaron inspired me, and you two saying, Patricia, all y'all doing y'all webinars, it really inspired me, so I created one, and the date was my first training. Aaron challenged me to go ahead and step forward, and I did a training on the social horticulture in depth today, and share some key things, and I think we're gonna upload it to YouTube, and he probably done it, but we'll definitely make sure every one of y'all get it, especially in the group. But it was an awesome training. It was phenomenal. I mean, I broke that social horticulture down. I mean, to a kid can really come in and sign up and just post, and I mean it's so vivid, it's so clear. So I just want to encourage y'all. I thank y'all for y'all momentum, y'all motivation, and I just want to share that. And this opportunity has really brought me and my family closer. I mean, you can't put money on that. All of us, my family members, we were separate, doing our own thing. This one doing this one, that one doing this one. When it comes to selling and working our own businesses. But this $25 legacy brought me and my family together. Like, I'm helping everyone on. My dad, my brother push this thing. My other brother, I'm helping him push his thing through the social horticulture. And now it's generating money within our house. Seriously. So That's how serious this program is. It's beyond money to me. It has bought the connection, the support that my family really needed. It has brought us all together, and now I'm able to help everyone else. So that's how serious this program is. It's beyond just making money, just making friends. And when you got something in place that can help benefit your family and generate income in your family with family with issues and all types of stuff, it's a plus for me. So I just want to encourage y'all to stay strong and know that, hey, we a team, we got your back. Anything y'all need, we here in the training outside of this. We here. I told Aaron I'm a do private training hangout room where I can train people how to create fan pages and also use social artists. I'm done.
All right, John. Thank you, man. See, I told you John always comes with something, man. John always has something, and that's great. Your family, you guys working together, man, it's just is amazing. Every time I hear your story and the stuff that you testify about, make sure. And when that video comes up, look, if nobody else is on there, make sure John gets at least 6 or 7 comments on his YouTube video, and make sure you watch it for at least 5 to 10 minutes. It's because of the views and how Google SEOs, people watching and commenting. Because, like I said, we want to show ourselves as a united front, a united team, people working together. And that's what is attracting in attraction marketing, people working together. It's your community. It's your community, the people that you hang with, you grow with. They say that 76% of the people that's in your circle don't make no money, and you become a part of that. So if you have a circle of like-minded, like-spirited people, then you want to help give and support those people, because it's helping you as well. And I know that to be true. If we could just get on one accord, you would see a lot of lives changing through our program and through the internet as well, because it's infectious. People will start picking on, like Aaron said, they don't see that. Everybody is normally out for self. When they actually get to witness, some guy told me, he said, you don't have to preach it, you need to live it. If everybody's talking about it, but not many people are doing it. And that's what we want to do. We want to actually do it. So thank you guys. Thank you for your support. See you Monday. If you show up, you blow up. If not, if I don't see you at the top, I see you from the top. You guys be blessed. I'm going to stop this recording right here.